Hello and welcome to the Uplevel Love podcast. I am your host, Ashley J, a love and intimacy guide. It's my great honor to help thousands of couples find deeper intimacy, more epic sex, and profound relationships. On today's podcast, I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 most common mistakes men make in the bedroom and how to start addressing and shifting these dynamics immediately. While I love and support all relational dynamics, this podcast is geared towards heterosexual couples. This is where my expertise lies and where I can give the most benefit in the realm of sexuality. The number 1 mistake most men make in the bedroom is going too fast and rushing the experience. In a heterosexual dynamic, this usually does not work because women's bodies need more time to really fully get turned on and to access their full pleasure potential. So it's really important that men learn to slow down so that they can explore and take more time in foreplay so the female body can be fully ready for penetration. It's actually not physically healthy for a woman to rush into penetration before her body is totally ready for this. There's so many dynamics that affect the readiness of this physically, mentally, and emotionally. So to be able to slow down and enjoy the foreplay, to really warm up, to kiss, to connect, to touch, to explore each other in this delicious way, it is imperative for a truly fulfilling and healthy experience for both parties. So how do you do this, men? How do you slow down? The first step I want to give you is to start to bring the awareness to your breath. This automatically gets you out of your mind and into your body, which slows you down. When you connect to your breath, you're more aware of what's happening with you and your partner. So being more tuned into your breath and expanding your breaths really bring you into a slower, more connected pace. The second tip I want to give you is to take more time, expand the time that you are giving yourself and your partner in the foreplay experience. Lengthen the amount of time that you're kissing. Lengthen the amount of time that you are connecting with each other's bodies, that you are exploring her breasts, and so forth and so on before you go into penetration. Really lengthening that amount of time and exploring that will really help you slow down. The third tip I want to give you on how to slow down is to expand your knowledge of how you kiss, lick, touch, taste her body in all these different arenas. So growing your awareness, growing your expertise of how to be with your woman is going to really expand her turn on. It's going to expand the experience for both of you. And just because you've been doing things a certain way doesn't mean that there's not room for growth. When you learn to expand your ability to connect with her, to touch her, to kiss her, to lick her, you're going to automatically slow down and it's going to be more enjoyable for both of you. The second biggest mistake most men make in sex is getting habitual and repeating the same pattern over and over. This kills passion and intimacy. Being too habitual in sex will not sustain a woman's interest or her body's aliveness. And really, in the end, isn't that fulfilling and great for either of you? The tip I want to give you for changing up this repetitive pattern immediately is to first and foremost be aware of the actual pattern. What normally happens first, second, third, and so on. When you're aware of this pattern, then start to expand it so that you can mix it up a little bit. Just knowing that one thing doesn't have to lead to the next thing to the next thing. You can go back and forth in the space of what you are exploring. You can really mix it up in this way. And the other tip I want to give you is to expand the diversity of how you interact with each other. This can be a great way for you both to learn and access more pleasure and connection together. The third most common mistake men make in sex is not fully understanding female pleasure anatomy and how to activate it. This is a big one, and to be honest, most women don't understand this as well. So men, if you are feeling like your woman is not orgasmic or she's not experiencing very much pleasure when you have sex, it's time to expand your knowledge. It's time to explore what is actually possible with the female body, because her pleasure potential is actually very incredible, even if she's not accessing it in the interactions that you guys are having together. Not that this is necessarily your fault or her fault, but understanding female pleasure anatomy, understanding the techniques of how to access it and be with a woman's body, as well as the mental and emotional aspects, is important in shifting the fulfillment of your sexual experience. So how do you do this immediately? You start doing some research. You get out there, you learn, you gain some techniques, some understanding, some knowledge, and you take it into practice. So I hope these tips were helpful for you and you can start to shift these issues immediately. For those of you who are ready to explore this deeper, my Men's Sexual Mastery program is now available. So I encourage you to check out the information about it in the link below, and know that this is a very comprehensive program that covers so many areas that are problematic to men that go beyond the 3 issues I have just shared here. Thank you for listening to the Up Level Love podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to sharing more with you very soon.